All right. So this is day 7 for me, my day 7 post, as I've been sharing the bold and fearless 30 challenge, right? So what's today? Happy Thursday. Happy Wednesday. Oh my goodness. It's Wednesday. It is the 31st of May. It is the 31st. So let me go right on ahead and share with you guys some common misconceptions that might be holding you back from connecting with me. Okay. So this is the challenge. Let me first start off by saying that number one, a lot of people think, and contrary to maybe popular belief, that I am a therapist and a therapist only. Okay. So I just want to make it very clear that I am both a therapist and a executive wellness coach. Now, a lot of people are like, what's the difference between therapy and coaching? I don't get it. It's a lot to try to figure out. And so I'm going to share with you just some very quick and to the point, clarifications. So as a therapist, I am trained and have been trained and licensed to treat mental illness, okay, or other significant emotional, relational concerns that may be causing some challenges in your life, right? So this is trained treatment. So think of a medical doctor treating. I am a mental health doctor. I am a organizational development psychologist, okay? And so that is different from when I am coaching, which is when you are seeking to have very specific goals to help you elevate in your performance in a specific area, then I am there to help. So I am more than a therapist. I am someone that has experience. I have over 18 years experience as a mental health professional, so behavioral health. Um, but also I have expertise in being an executive leadership coach. When I got my doctorate, my specialization was in executive leadership coaching and consulting. Okay. And within the realm of business development, because it's organizational development psychology, knowing the inner workings of a business, that makes me highly qualified on top of the fact that I'm saved. And so I have a gift of discernment. Okay. It allows me, just so you know, having the two combined, it allows me to quickly identify mental and emotional stuck points. Like when you talk about people that are finding a mindset coach, a business coach, and then a separate, you know, um, leadership coach, I am all of those in one. I can help you work through, fears that you may have about moving out into the business space, moving out and up maybe in the C-suite. Um, Imposter syndrome. I know how to help you work yourself out of that. A lot of times people end up with separate coaches for different things. Someone to help them with their self-care, someone to help them with time management and productivity, and someone to help them with their wellness, health and wellness, and someone to help them with their business, someone to help them as a leader, someone to help them. The unique thing about what I do is I do all of those in one. Okay. Another common misconception is that because I speak directly to Christian leaders, that because I speak to Christian leaders, that I'm excluding those that don't identify with being a Christian. Okay. So essentially, there's this misconception that I am limiting my reach by sharing that I work with Christian leaders, Christian coaches, Christian business owners, Christian executives, when it's important to understand that when I am speaking in regards to being a Christian, first of all, let's go down deep down into what it means to be a Christian versus the religious components of it. Okay. Christianity, when I'm speaking of it, is referring to like the original Christian. And according to the Greek, it it literally breaks down to being Christ, being someone that's anointed, and Tien. So it's Christ and Tien. Tien meaning little. So Christian means being essentially a little person, a smaller version of Christ, someone that is anointed. So if you fast forward in time in the world, a lot of people then know that Christian means to be like Christ. But what does that mean? What does that mean? When you look in the Bible, it says the gifts of the Spirit or the fruit of the Spirit breaks down to love, joy, peace, breaks down to being kind, having coming from a place of goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self control. All of these are things that are of love and are things that you can put in the box of I'm more likely to do things that are integrous. Okay. And so when you may think Christianity exclusion, it's actually Christianity inclusion, love, empathy, trust, faithfulness, long suffering, that I'm going to be there. And so, what you're going to get is an honest coach. What you're going to get is a coach that's empathetic to your needs. What you're going to get is a coach that has the natural and spiritual ability to actually bring forth fruit. So, talk about return on investment. Let's talk about that. But essentially, I will be guiding you in love, patience, gentleness, and we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to laugh. We're going to enjoy our time together, even though you're going to be doing some hard work. Speaking of which, one of like a third misconception that I came up with about, taking the next step with us connecting is how many coaches are out there, and maybe you've even connected with the coach and didn't get any results from it. Like, so when you think about, okay, here's another coach, what you are needing to go to is the conception number one, and that is I'm a doctoral level coach. Like, I spent 7 years really digging into studying, researching high impact leading, sustainable change, systems redesign. And in that vein, you're going to get a return on your investment because I have over 18 years of learning how to do this. I have a license and certification in being a therapist, which then, of course, any sort of mindset blocks, you don't have to then hire a separate mindset coach, right? And I come from the belief of whole health, the whole health model. The whole health model is looking at all areas of well-being. So when you're working through and say that you want to one session focus on wellness from the standpoint of I've been stressed out lately, or I'm having these relationship issues that's getting in the way of my thought process, I can't focus. I know how to do that because I have been a therapist with over, I will say specifically in therapy, over 16 years, providing therapy and behavioral health services, 11 of those being in the federal government. Okay. And like I said, I'm a one stop shop. The last misconception that I'm going to share with you, and I want you to hear me, this last misconception that I'm going to share with you comes down to really being in this place of realizing that it's a lot of times this fear of investing that actually isn't about me. Now, just think about it for a second. Does it really, really matter if you're going to get the results? Or is it what you're telling yourself to not go through the pain of, you know what, here it is that I have someone that is a doctor, they're experienced, they know how to facilitate and activate transformation. They are someone that has solid beliefs, values, so they're not going to cheat me out of anything. When you get all of that stuff to the side, then you come to this place of realizing that you might actually have to do the work. You might actually have to do the work. And that is the case. It doesn't matter what you are, I would say, motivated to do. It matters most what you're going to put action behind. If you're not going to act and invest monetarily, you're definitely not going to invest with your time, because time is more valuable than money. You've heard of people talking about that. And, if I were to give you $1 million, and you weren't going to wake up, or you had, your lifespan decreased, you'd rather live longer. So time is more valuable than money. So if you are ready to act, that is only the time that you would connect with me. I get a number of people that do consultations with me, but they're not necessarily ready. But you have to be ready. That's how you get the return on investment. Okay. That's how you get the return on investment. So, what pain, as far as the fear of moving forward, being moved out of the way, that action is what's actually going to move the needle in your life, in your business. Because what I do is align faith based Christian leaders and entrepreneurs with their purpose. When you are aligned with your purpose, everything universally comes together. Everything ends up working out for your good. Your faith is activated, you're moving forward, and nothing can stop you. And with my support, you'll get that. You'll get actual milestones and tasks completed. You'll get actually, the accountability and the actual strategies that's going to work, not strategies that are sort of a one size fit all, but the strategies that work for you, because I will then be in tune with you. Also have certifications in neurolinguistic programming. So I have a lot of knowledge pertaining to how you think, how you're going to turn the table, how we're going to move past any emotional blockage, mental blockage, social blockage, who you're around, the environment that you're in, even past experiences where you didn't necessarily get the results that you wanted. But either way, I believe in no obligation conversations and calls. That's why I have little coffee chats. And I want to encourage you to reach out and, see where this lands. On pretty much all of my platforms, you can be able to get access to either the Facebook group that I have, the Bold Christian Collective, or you can just send a DM and I'll send you a link so that you can get into again, no obligation, no cost consultation to just chat about what you're looking for, what you need. And let's just see if we're a match. I'm only one person, so I definitely don't work with everybody. That's not how I do it. And I also want to have the time and space for you, as well as all of my other clients. So again, I want you to consider this my day 7 commitment to my bold and fearless challenge of pushing myself to be more visible, to make sure that people know the work that I'm doing and that I can be of support to you. So, if you have any questions, just let me know. But otherwise, the DMs are open. Okay. You guys take care. Have a blessed rest of the week. It's almost over. All right. Bye.